you have liked this hat before. So I managed to find it. I really thought I lost it. I went through everything. I thought that it will be in my prop box where I put everything, but actually it wasn't. I don't know, it feels a little small though, because I'm pretty sure this is a children's hat. I got it when I was like 10 years old, but it still fits my head, so it's great, but it looks a bit funny, but what wouldn't I do for you, you know? I'm using some lights in the background. There's also a new addition, new friend. I haven't named him yet, so if you want to name him, go ahead. And the Christmas tree, like always, and the gift. I always use these props every year. So, before we'll jump into the video, I want to say that I'm doing a holiday sale on my Patreon. So the prices are much lower than normally. Right now, it's $3 a month for 3 extra videos. And if you sign up now, then this price will stay with you forever. You will not be charged more when it goes back up after December 25th. I'm also doing four extra videos on December instead of 3 as a way of me to say thank you to all my patrons. Also, I do have an audio tier where we just discuss mythology, psychology, philosophy, and that one is $2 a month, currently at the discounted price. And there's also a tier that's discounted for the extra audios and the extra videos together. It's at $4.5 a month. So I wanted to mention that because after December 25th it will go back up. Okay, so we're officially in holiday season, right? And I don't know what it is about holidays this year, but I feel stressed a little bit, like always. And maybe it's because I've been sick for like 2-3 weeks before in November, and that was the time that I would usually have for shopping, for getting my things in order, for deep cleaning, and because I haven't done that, I'm kind of behind on all of it. But I've decided that I'm not going to stress myself out way more than I need to be. It is what it is. I still managed to buy the gifts. Usually every year I do like personal gifts, so they have to be made like before, right? So it takes like a week at least for them to be made. So that's why normally I would do all of that in November. I would order all of that. I also bought some gifts for my friends before, but I don't know, just this holiday season, it is what it is. Let's just say that. It is what it is. I'm going to be honest, I'm struggling a little bit with how the days are super short. I need my sunlight. These days the sun goes down around like, I don't know, I feel like it's around like 2:30 or 3 p.m. and it gets completely dark by the time it's 4 p.m. And I just feel like the day is already over when that happens. So I've noticed I don't have as much energy during winter as I have in summer. So in summer, like I can be doing anything like up until 9 p.m, 10 p.m. I still have a lot of energy. during winter, I just want to take a nap and be cozy and just not really do anything, which that's good too. And don't worry, I'm pre-filming all of my videos for my YouTube, for Patreon, and starting from the third week of December, I really want to slow down. I still am going to be working, but I just want to have everything for my YouTube and my Patreon in order before then, so that I can actually take some time off and fully relax, because I need it this year. I really do. I desperately need it. I don't know, I've noticed that for a lot of people, this year has been a bit challenging, a bit more exhausting. It's like we're all living on the same timeline, you know? Because so many people were like, oh, 2021 was just super weird. 2022 was like depressed and just sad, and 2023 was just really challenging and full of plot twists, and I feel the same way. So I will make sure to take some time off during the holidays, and just I'll watch a lot of movies, read a lot of books, stuff like that. There's one movie that I really want to watch, and I've only watched it once when it came out in 2019, and I actually have watched it with my friends in the cinema, and the movie is called Last Christmas, Last Christmas, and it's starring Emilia Clarke. I really love her. I used to watch every movie that she was in, okay, and if you want to watch this movie, I feel like I have to give you a warning, because it's not your typical happy, lovey-dovey movie. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't, okay? Like, if you want something that will make you truly cheerful, just don't watch this movie. I remember I've cried like a baby in the cinema in 2019, and usually there wasn't a lot of movies back then that would like make me cry, really. But there's this catchphrase that even if right now I would mention to my friends, they're like, no, just don't even bring that up. Don't bring that up. Like, that's how sad it was. It was mesmerizing though. I've looked at the rating though, and it has like 80% by fan reviews. It has like 40% for tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. Don't listen to them. It's actually, I like the movie, no matter what everybody else says. I love it, and I'm going to watch it again this year after, oh god, after 4 years. Yeah, I'm going to watch it again, just so I can like give myself a good cry, maybe. I don't know. I also want to watch Cringe. That's a given. Okay, I have to watch Cringe. Is there anything else? Maybe The Elf. I haven't watched that in a very long time, but I don't have like my go-to movies that I would watch every year. I'm going to watch maybe Harry Potter 2. We'll see about that. Let's just, I don't know, I don't have like super specific plans. Last year, I was reading The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I remember I liked it. I was reading the Czech version. The English version it's too much, I think. It's just, yeah, it's really difficult for me to be reading it in the original, so I just switched to the translated version. So maybe this year I'm going to read more by him, because I still have the book and I know there's more stories by him that I haven't read videos, but there's more videos that I want to post, so either I'll change up the schedule or I will post extra videos. We'll see. We'll see about that. Also, since New Year is approaching, I have like a small tip, right? For New Year's resolutions, I don't start on January the 1st. I start way before, usually during December, sometimes during November already. And actually I'm going to be making a video maybe about it on my Patreon in January for my New Year's resolutions. But I just know myself, and I know that if I would wait until January 1st to start making the changes, it's just going to be way too much pressure. I know myself. I know that for me to be making, even though the resolutions are realistic, I just know that if I will fail on January 1st, on January 2nd, I just know I will not want to continue. So instead, I start on a random day on December, and if you fail on that day, who cares? You can start again the next day, and there is no pressure. And even if you fail on like a couple of days, guess what? You still have time until January 1st. So I haven't fully decided on the New Year's resolutions for 2024. I do have like an idea though. I know that I want to be learning Korean more, a few more minutes. I know that I want to actually put time and make time, I should say, make time for working out a bit, because I know that it makes me feel good and I like how it makes my body stronger. But sometimes I find it hard to like actually make time for it and be like, okay, let's go, So I know I want to do that, but other than that, I haven't decided on like other resolutions. So with the learning Korean, I've started already. I'm trying to put more time into it, and I'm doing fine. And like I said, there's no pressure, so who cares if I don't, if I miss out on a couple of days. Who cares? It's not 2024. To be fair, I had a New Year's resolution for learning Korean for 2023 as well, and I kept it. I actually am learning every single day, at least for a few minutes. That was my resolution last year, just a few minutes, and that's fine. At least, every single day. Now on some days I learn more, of course, but on certain days I just learn for like 3 minutes, and that's fine. So I've kept that resolution, so I know I can actually keep the resolutions in 2024 and really just work on myself. Let me know if you're somebody that actually has New Year's resolutions, or if you think they just don't work. For me, I have to like change up the rules a little bit for them to actually work, like starting way earlier than everybody else. Now, I don't have many holiday plans, except relaxing and eating some delicious food and spending time with family. Like, that's it. I don't know, I find the holiday season always a bit difficult because it has the same vibe as my birthday. I always cry on my birthday, like no matter what. If it's not on that day, it has to be the day before. There's just something about that day season, like a bit stressful. And then we're at the end of December, where usually, there's a party at the very end, and then the new year starts, and yeah. But I don't know if I've mentioned this, I don't really enjoy New Year's Eve like I used to. And it's because I am not a fan of fireworks. Okay, I can tolerate fireworks, but when people are setting them off every single day in December, why? They always scare the F out of me. Because it like, all of a sudden, you hear this like loud sounds. I don't know. I can tolerate them on like one day, but tell me why so many people like either don't know that they're supposed to keep them and save them for the New Year's Eve, and they just, I don't know, maybe just where I live, but I hear fireworks and firecrackers all December, and I think I've mentioned this before, but they give me a lot of anxiety. So I'm kind of ashamed to say this, because I feel like I'm like a scared animal, but it is what it is. I just don't like those loud sounds, so don't like that. I feel like I need to move somewhere where people would just not do that. Maybe it's just the area that I'm living in, I don't know, but so many people have fireworks like every single day in December. I'm always looking forward to January, because although there's still people that maybe got too drunk on December 31st and they still are shooting up firecrackers the first few days of January, after that it's over. So yeah, but I have to be honest, it used to be way worse. Like now, although I like the fireworks, I like looking at them, but like it's not something I have to see every day, if you know what I mean, right? I don't want to sound too bitter, but I'm not a fan. What I really enjoy though are sparklers. I love those. They're pretty. They don't make a lot of loud noises, and they just put me in a really nice mood. And I really feel the holiday spirit if I'm holding a sparkler, because that's not something that I would do all year round, right? It's just simply for Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I have a full video where I was talking about some Eastern European traditions, or specifically traditions that I knew that my family used to do. But something that I really, really enjoy as well is lead pouring. So you actually warm up lead. You have to do it outside because it's toxic. And you heat it up, and then you pour it into a water, and it makes a shape. And from that shape, you're supposed to make a prediction of how your year is going to go. The next year, I mean. So I don't think we actually have done that last year and the year before, but I really want to do it this year, because okay, I remember years and years ago I had a snake, like a realistic snake that was formed in the water, but I also had so many ones where you couldn't really see what shape it was. But that's something that I really have enjoyed. Of course you have to do it outside though, because yeah, you can poison yourself very quickly if you do it indoors. Okay, so I think that today's video. Let me know in the comments if you have any Christmas traditions that you're looking forward to this year. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, and good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Thank you to Eric, Chad, and Saintger, and other lovely patrons and members for their support. Here are some other videos you might like.